On May 16th, we boarded Holland America's cruise ship, the Amsterdam, in Seattle. After having some fun with our mandatory safety demonstration, we went on deck to watch the ship leave port. We were on our way to Alaska. Tim was ready for some rest and relaxation. But because this was my first cruise, I couldn't rest. I was far too busy being blown away. We spent 2 days at sea. We only encountered some rough waters for a brief period of time, had a beautiful dress-up dinner, and met some new friends along the way. On the morning of the 18th, Tim and I woke up at 5 a.m. so we could see the sunrise in Juneau, Alaska. Aside from the dolphins that were running the bow that morning, Tim and I had the ship to ourselves, so we enjoyed a nice breakfast and got ready for our day. Welcome to our first excursion. This is Auk Bay, where we took a small boat on a photo safari, and even from the shoreline we saw mollusks and terns and eagles. My family and I boarded the boat, ready for adventure. As we traveled toward deeper waters, we encountered a feisty bunch of sea lions. I'm sure they didn't mean to entertain us, but that's exactly what happened.
Oh, there's one in the water.
Yeah, there's two in the water.
Oh, you're going to have to go to fight?
Yeah, we're over there.
Oh, sorry.
Now, I've been on whale watches before, but this is the first time I've ever seen a whale's head. This is a humpback whale, and he was sitting close to the shoreline, smacking the surface of the water to stun the fish so he could eat them.
So that's its pectoral fin you're looking at.
The result of shooting video from a small boat on choppy water will make you sick, so the rest of our whale sightings are brought to you in photographs. Next stop, Mendenhall Glacier. Named for Thomas Corwin Mendenhall, the man responsible for defining the exact national boundary between Alaska and Canada, this beautiful glacier is roughly 12 miles long and about 12 miles from downtown Juneau. The Tlinkets, indigenous people of the Pacific Northwest, called it Sitintagu, meaning the glacier behind the town. Now there is a gondola here that we did not ride, but I suspect the view from the top looks a lot like the composite photo I took. And if you're wondering how cold it is sitting next to this big block of ice, don't look at my father-in-law. He's always cold. I'd say the temperature was roughly 50 degrees.
So here's Dad at the North Pole.
Now, according to the park ranger, this 2-year-old black bear, although he's brown in color, was abandoned by his mother, left with scars on his face from the animals in the forest community who had shunned him, and he now uses the park as a refuge, surrounding himself with human beings to scare away the animals he now fears. Obviously quite comfortable around us, this little guy climbed the tree, found a perfect limb, and took a nap right in front of us. After a quick round of ping pong back at the ship, we boarded a yellow school bus and rode past Mel Gibson's house to the all-you-can-eat Gold Creek Salmon Bake. Traditional wild salmon grilled slowly over fragrant fires of alderwood while we swayed to the music of a local musician. After savoring every bite, we discovered the beautiful Salmon Creek waterfall out back under cover of the Tongass rainforest. Bellies full, it was time to head back to the Amsterdam and rest up for another adventure. Tomorrow.